Good evening, everyone. Hello, happy Sunday. This is Sunday, February 22nd. The month is winding down, and it's just been an incredible month with breakthroughs and for everyone, I'm sure. Hello, welcome to our leadership development call. My name is Miriam Kareem. I'm super happy to have everybody here to learn how to grow our businesses from our amazing coaching entourage. Um, our one and only Diamond Ambassador, $1 million earner, Coach Will Sanders. First, a quick trip to the newbie corner. So today, something came over me like a realization when I was out, when I was doing my reach outs, messaging people, doing whatever I do, my leads and so forth. And I decided today, I said, I'm gonna have a good energy today. I felt so good today, and I got so much feedback today. Conversations that I had with people last week were coming in today saying, let me get signed up. Where's the link? And it was interesting because you have those conversations on a daily basis, you know, either whether somebody is having a ongoing conversation with you, or they kind of go dark and don't say anything, or um they just maybe have, like I say, life is life and for them, and then they pop up and then they say, and but it seems like it's like a harvest of it because they all seem to happen at the same time. So just make sure you're having those conversations, trust the process. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about what you're doing. Rep your brand. Feel, regardless of what people say to you, well, I think you should get a job. Tell them, okay, thank you. And that's it. If you really believe in this and your back, I mean, you might have to have your back put up against the wall to really get going. Cause I feel like that's what happened to me this past week. I had to really be shaken up a little bit with some things that went on behind the scenes. And I was like, you know what? That's it. If all I got is left a tablet and whatever, I'm going to get it done. So that being said, I'd like to introduce you out to our teacher tonight, Coach Will Sanders. He's an amazing leader, an amazing teacher, seven-figure earner in the network marketing world, seven-figure earner in our green organics company over at HBN. And first six-figure earner at Golden Sana, an amazing friend, teacher, someone you really can learn a lot from. So, Coach Will Sanders, are you available, sir?
I am Miriam. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you just for your ever-growing skills and leadership and your friendship. I see you just growing into one of the industry's best each and every week when I get to see you on these calls. So thank you so much. And also thank you to Coach Marcus Jones for getting this call set up for us. I appreciate that. Not a lot of housekeeping tonight. Everybody's jersey has been sent except for two people. And one of them, the last name is Johnson. I can't find them. Don't know where they at. When they paid for their jersey, it just said they didn't have their name on the PayPal part, but it's a 3X jersey. So they'll be, if most of y'all have them already. Those of you who haven't, you'll have them shortly. And whoever's last name is Johnson with a 3X, I have no idea. See, you got two, Coach Mark? Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go back and figure out who they are to try to reach out to them, because some people ordered jerseys but didn't come to the event. They aren't on the calls. I'm like, okay, but whatever. We'll figure it out. But that being said, also the Go to Sana Star Bonus. Oh, Shauna's is Jackson. Okay, Coach Marcus, that's Shauna's. Uh, my last name, the one I got is last name Johnson in a 3X. Don't know who that is. All right. The Go to Sana Star Bonus program coming out March 1st. All I can tell you is it is going to be more money in it than the HBN Star Bonus program, which sounds crazy until you think about the fact that Go to Sana is a 3x3. So because it's 3x3, it's got to be at least 33% more money, which is going to be amazing. So yeah, can't wait for that. See y'all on the first of the month at 100 BV at Go to Sana. Cannot wait. So it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas in March. All right. Now tonight's training. We'll open with a story. All right. Now there are two types of people in this business, and thank y'all all for tuning in. My name is Will Sanders. I'm your host, and Miriam, you're awesome. All right. Now Two types of people in business. There are the talented and there are the trained. Okay. Now, I've seen incredibly talented people lose for years. For years. And I've seen people that the world would consider average train their identity and dominate. Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story. Now, for those of y'all who know, I became a Jake Paul fan recently. Wasn't a fan, but I love boxing and stuff like that. Now, mind you, Jake Paul was a YouTuber. It's not a very large fellow, regular YouTuber, computer nerd dude, okay? Not a boxer, not a fighter, not an athlete. He wasn't known for discipline. And then he trained different, okay? Now, yes, he worked with a hypnotist who works in identity installation, okay? The same audio, well, he worked live with him one-on-one as I did in the past, but it's the same audios that'll be at our Dallas event. So if you're not coming to Dallas and you're not happy about where you currently are, that is the fastest way for you to get where you want to be. It's over. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. See you in Dallas. And Jake Paul went from YouTube personality to professional boxer seemingly overnight, if you really think about this. And just with the last fight, apparently, with boxing purses and revenue, he made over $100 million. I don't care if he ever fight again. He probably will, because that's his identity now. But my point is, that's $100 million in a very, 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 very short amount of time because he just switched. So yes, skill matters. But identity, who you believe you are, is going to determine how you execute. Okay, how you execute. Oh yeah, still making money from YouTube somewhere out there. Yeah. Now, in network marketing, most people are not underskilled. Not underskilled. They are under-conditioned. Most people, especially with our team, most people, they know what to do. They do it consistently. They feel motivated. They lose momentum. They start and stop. Okay, so they know what to do, but they don't do it consistently. They feel motivated sometimes. Then they lose motivation, lose momentum. They start, stop, start and stop, start and stop. Why? Because their subconscious identity has not caught up to their ambition. I'm going to say that again for emphasis. Sometimes who you really are at your core, not who you say you are, who you really are at your core, your subconscious identity has not caught up to the level of ambition that your conscious mind is reaching and striving for. You don't rise to the level of your goals. Everybody got goals. You fall to the level of your conditioning, okay? Now, the framework we're going to talk about tonight is identity locks, like things that cause your identity to stay one way or to be another. And number one is going to be self-image. You can write that down if you're taking notes. The first identity lock is your self-image. What do you see when you look at you? What do you think you are when you think about you? Okay, not what the world thinks, what you think about you, okay? That question I would ask in network marketing to determine the level of your self-image financially in the network marketing business side is, how much money feels normal to you? Okay, it's totally up to you. How much money feels normal, all right? Not out of your mouth. Oh, $100,000 a week seems normal. No. In real life, deep down, how much money feels normal to you? Because if $3,000 a month feels big, like, oh, I'll be so happy if I'm making $3,000 a month, $20,000 will feel dangerous. $20,000 a month will feel dangerous. Okay, it'll feel dangerous because normal is what you already got every single month. And you can get to that, I'm sure of it. If you're making $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month with your job, you should be able to, with a certain amount of work and effort, the same effort you put in at your job, the same time you put in at your job, you should be able to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month with network marketing. But if $5,000 a month or $3,000 a month feels big, $20,000 a month will feel dangerous. And I can tell you, your nervous system protects familiarity. Okay, we're not going to go into depth on that. We went in depth on that on a call earlier this evening. But just suffice it to say, your nervous center will protect what you are familiar with, what you're comfortable with. Your nervous system will guard that, okay? So first one was self-image. The second one, second lock, will lock your identity right in place, keep you right where you're at no matter how hard you work. If you get good, it'll bring you right back down. It's going to be lock number 2 is visibility tolerance. Visibility tolerance. How comfortable are you leading? Are you comfortable leading? Are you comfortable being out in front of people? Are you comfortable doing public speaking? Are you comfortable doing events? Are you comfortable being a leader and communicating to people, going live or making videos? Are you comfortable? Okay. Success is going to increase your exposure. I can tell you that personally. Success will increase your exposure. People don't, on the inside, most people don't want to feel exposed. Exposure increases criticism. So if you fear criticism, if you care about what people think about you, you will shrink. You will shrink. And it's easy for people to say, oh, I have a great self-image. I'm fine with being a leader. Sure you are. We believe you. But when we look at your results, we know it's not true because your subconscious is keeping you. Some people have an opportunity. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This is what I want. This is what I want. Then an opportunity comes and they go, ooh, I can't spend that amount of money. I can't do that. Ooh, can't go there. That event, can't spend that money. Plane ticket, that's crazy. $50, I can't. $1,000, $5,000, can't do that. All of that right there. There's things you need to know. There are people willing to teach you. And if I got to spend $5,000 to go to the event next month, $10,000. One after that, who knows? If I decide to go to another one, who knows? It'll be more than that. My point is, I know I'm going to make it back because I'm that confident in being successful to the point where I don't care about being successful because I don't care about exposure. I don't care about criticism. And when you become successful, your visibility will increase, your exposure will increase, your criticism will increase. And if on a subconscious level, you fear people looking at you, you fear what they think, you think about their thoughts. If you think about not stepping on toes, you will subconsciously sabotage any opportunity you ever have. And those opportunities, sometimes they don't come twice. They don't come twice. Some people say things like, man, something told me to invest in Bitcoin back in the day, and this, and then sell it, make a bunch of money. And for some reason, I just didn't do it. It didn't make no sense. It was only $100. Why didn't I do it? Their subconscious mind prevented them from doing something that the way your subconscious mind works, it communicates directly with God in a way that we can never understand. It knew it was going to make you rich. It knew it. But your subconscious mind said, don't you spend money on that. We can't get rich. We can't have no money. Yes, to buy markets now, but we don't know if it's ever going to be back, Clarence. We don't even know. Whatever it is, you can't get it for a quarter like you used to and make $10 million. So my point is, anybody who missed that boat, just missed that boat. And that's life. Okay? They may have had all of their friends telling them the facts. Bitcoin kept popping up in their radar. And they were just some reason subconsciously was like, no. It is because their subconscious mind knew that they'd get rich, get successful, visibility would increase, exposure would increase. They got scared on a subconscious level and they missed that opportunity. It happens all the time. People who don't learn AI in the next 18 months, it's over for you. You're not going to catch up. You're never going to. If you don't learn AI within the next 18 months, wrap it. You'll be just competing with people who know it already. And the gap will be so big. You can always learn it, but we'll have made $50 million. Like, it'll be the craziest thing ever. Like, I can't even put a cap on how much income I'm going to make between network marketing and AI. It's the craziest thing ever. All right. Just know, better learn it now. All right. Lock number 3. Yeah, AI evolves daily. Like, it's literally changing right now, and it will continue to do that. Okay. Lock number 3, rejection immunity. Okay. Rejection immunity. High earners in this industry are not less rejected. Okay. We are actually more rejected. We just don't care. Okay. If you want to be a top earner, you're trying to get your identity into a person who can put themselves out there and be successful, understand that you're not going to be less rejected. You can't be scared of rejection. You're going to be more rejected. but you're not going to be as affected. Okay? You are less emotionally attached to the thoughts and words and actions of other people that don't directly affect you. You're just not attached to it. You don't care. Now, this can be good and bad, because if you're not worried about what some people say, you probably won't be worried about other people say. And some people in your family, you probably do need to be worried about what they say, or maybe not. But it depends on your personal situation. This is what I'll say about it. Conditioning beats motivation. Take the rejections on the chin. I think that's what Rasan said. Rasan said, you just don't care after a while. You just get numb to the rejection after a while. That's the truth. It's the same thing with shooting the basketball. You shoot it 700,000 times, shooting the basketball again is not a big deal. All right. Now we're going to do a deep dive on each of those lots. I want you to really understand. Okay. Say this slowly to yourself. My nervous system defends what feels normal. My nervous system defends what feels normal. And so we're going to do a deep dive on each of those three sections. And when I say that your nervous system defends what feels normal, again, if $3,000 a month feels safe, or if you get excited about that, 30,000 is going to feel dangerous, and your subconscious mind will not allow you to reach it. Okay? Success changes your peer group. Success will change your family dynamic. Success will change your schedule. Success will change your responsibilities. Success will change your expectations. And your brain protects familiarity over growth. Most people do not self-sabotage success consciously. They self-regulate back to comfort. You'll start losing weight, getting fit, and then you'll just have insatiable cravings at the wrong time of day and eat, and then not go to the gym and work out that day. It's weird, but that is your body literally self-regulating back to comfort. Even people who use our products, they'll lose all this weight and then hit a wall. They'll lose all that weight and then hit a plateau. How do we know? Because it is a subconscious program, and people are winning, ripping out the programs. And then sometimes they forget, they get comfortable. We start getting excited about our results. If 100 pounds seems a lot, 300 will kick. You know what I'm saying? If losing 100 pounds seems like a lot, losing 300 pounds might be deadly. Like mentally, even if you were 800 pounds, it's just the mentality of what your brain thinks. Your brain protects familiarity over growth. So whatever circle you're in right now, whatever situation you're in, whatever your bank account is, whatever, your brain is going to try to protect that. Okay? The brain protects familiarity over growth, and a lot of people will self-regulate back to comfort. All right. Now, a lot of people know Eric Worre. Eric Worre didn't start as a seven-figure earner in network marketing. Eric Worre started broke. Okay. He struggled for years in network marketing, and the turning point was not a new company for him. It wasn't a better pay plan. For Eric Worre, his words, not mine, his career changed when he stopped seeing himself as a distributor. He started seeing himself as a professional. He started investing in training, investing in events, spending the money, getting mentors. He disciplined daily activity. He adopted posture. He started interviewing people in the network marketing industry. And if you've ever seen Eric Worre's first videos, the first 10 he made were so bad. The information, this is my thing about Eric Worre. The information in the first 10 videos he ever made is better than the next 200 all put together. Eric Worre has made hundreds of videos, and I don't care how good you think any of them are, if you go all the way back to the very beginning, maybe the first 6 or 7 videos he made when he was interviewing Nathan Ricks, Mark Arnell, real heavy hitters in network marketing, not scraping the barrel like he does now. But back in the day, it's probably 20 years ago, if not more. The first videos he did won a VHS camcorder. The quality's terrible. The audio's terrible. The information is the best information out of every video he got after like number 10, you can throw them in the trash. Nobody cares. The ones he got, the first few, best ones ever. It might be the first 7, 8, maybe 10. If you look at him, his clothes is busted. He is not the Eric Worre you see today. He is not the Eric Worre that works out. His identity changed, and it's fun to watch because he's the same, mentally the same Eric Worre he is today. but he was that Eric Worre 20 some years ago, and he didn't look the same because physically, a lot of times you have to catch up to your mentality. So it's fun to watch because I'm like, man, this is Poch is incredible. He looks like a bum. Is he recording this video in his living room? This is crazy. He changed his identity to become a professional, started conducting himself as such. His posture changed, and that identity shift, it was led him to make 8 figures in network marketing earnings before starting Eric Worre training programs and everything. He created a global brand. His skill did not change first. His identity changed. Okay? Number 2, doing a deep dive, visibility tolerance. Success increases visibility. We know that. And visibility and success, because of the visibility, is going to invite criticism. It's going to invite gossip. It's going to invite jealousy. It's going to invite pressure. It's going to invite scrutiny. A lot of reps shrink unconsciously because they don't want to be seen. Listen, you cannot become a $20 million earner and be invisible. It doesn't work. You can't be $1 million earner and be invisible. Too much is required of you to get to that point. It won't work. Okay? And some people, for example, they either feel too skinny or they feel too big or they feel too this or too short or too that. And those things start to play into the success things too, and they don't want to be seen. You cannot live like that and be successful. I don't know how Napoleon was, but he was not tall. It doesn't matter how tall or short or big or skinny or fat or fit you are. None of that matters. It's your identity. You're still thinking about what people think about you, and you can't do that if you want to be successful. Okay? You can't be a multi-million-dollar earner and be invisible. It doesn't work. I wish it did. It doesn't. Okay? Holton Bugs. A lot of people don't know this. Holton Bugs did not explode overnight. All right. He built his belief in himself in front of rooms when the attendance was low or zero. This is a true story. He trained when the checks were small for over 10 years. He never had a check that was over $500 in a single month. For 10 years? Y'all would have been quit. Half y'all would have been quit. If you didn't make $500 in 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, y'all would have been quit. A lot of people would have been gone if you didn't make $500 in 10 years. Not Holton Bugs. He chose visibility early, okay? His income followed his willingness to stand on stage and claim leadership. I remember watching a recording of a video he had done. I think they were announcing him, and he was already super successful before I even joined network marketing, the industry. He's been in the industry a very long time. And I remember watching a video or audio that he was doing a training at, and they introduced him as like Sapphire Director, $13,000 earner, Holton Bugs, something like that. And I'm going, what? But the way that he was introduced was like, that was a big deal, man. 13 grand. Oh, wow. Sapphire. Holy cow. The way it introduced and the way he talked was like he was already the triple. He wasn't worried about that. He knew his identity had shifted to the point where he was going to be amazing, right? Because his income followed his willingness to put himself out there, stand on stage, okay, and claim leadership. Just understand that. And he didn't lie about he had made. He just said, look, whoever introduced him, $13,000 Sapphire out of Houston, Texas, or something like that. It's what it is. The identity shift helped him build organizations producing hundreds of millions in sales, probably over $1 billion in sales, if I had to guess. And he's made over $100 million. So he didn't wait to feel ready. He decided to lead publicly, and he still to this day, a lot of criticism, a lot of jealousy, a lot of misunderstanding. Yeah, all of that come with success, man. I'm just letting you know, all of that come with it. It's what it is. It come with it, okay? Now, the third lock is rejection immunity. Now, high earners are not less rejected. They are less emotionally attached. We just aren't emotionally attached when people ghost us or say no or say they're going to join and not and all of that type stuff. The average rep hears no. That's what the average rep hears. They hear no. And they internally interpret that as, I'm not good enough. I'm not good. I'm not good at this. A top earner hear no, and we hear next. Like, cool, next. Okay? That emotional gap between hearing the word no and saying to yourself on a subconscious level, I must not be that good. I'm not good at this, or else they would have joined. The products are good, they joined other people. The difference between that and just saying, cool, next, next. That difference, that emotional gap is millions of dollars. There's millions of dollars between the words, I'm not good enough, and the word next. Millions of dollars is in that gap for you to get from there to there. So I highly recommend you adapt the next philosophy very quickly. Now, Ray Higdon, another multi-million-dollar earning industry who's gone on to do his own business things, just like Holton Bucks has gone on to do his own business things. Ray Higdon was broke, and Ray Higdon was in real estate because people just be thinking real estate is the thing to do when the average network marketer makes more money than the average real estate agent. Like you are, let me get the exact facts right. That statement might not be right. Let me get the exact statement facts is you are 2/3 more likely to make 6 figures in network marketing than you are real estate. That's the actual correct statement. But people do real estate because people look at it as a more respectable career, although you're 2/3 more likely to make more money than that doing network marketing, and network marketing costs less, and you don't have to wear suits to go show people houses that you can't even afford to buy. But I digress. So Ray Higdon was in real estate, he was broke, and he's struggling in network marketing. So what changed for him? His words, not mine. He stopped taking rejection personally. When he stopped taking rejection personally, okay, he started talking to way more people. He increased exposures exponentially. He increased his volume. He increased the reps he was doing. And his identity shift from hopeful network marketer to, recruiter. I don't care if I get yes or no, I'm recruiting out here. That identity shift led to building multiple organizations and making him 8 figures, millions and millions and millions of dollars in career income before he kind of stepped away from network marketing to do his own training business or whatever he's doing now, right? Conferences or something. Rejection stopped meaning something. Rejection is just data. Put that in the chat to program it into your subconscious mind. Rejections are just data. Put that in the chat. Type it in the chat so you can program it to your subconscious mind. Rejections are just data. It's nothing personal. Next. Enter. Next. Next. That rejections are just data. Okay? Now, this is new. High earners decide fast. Leaders, even if you're making a lot of money in their marketing, doesn't mean you're a leader. If you're a leader, doesn't mean you make a lot of money. They'll eventually match, hopefully. High earners, leaders, decide fast. Low earners in network marketing deliberate endlessly. Endless. Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna do it. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take the course. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get my I'm gonna do this. Low earners deliberate endlessly. Indecision and that deliberation, can't never decide what they want to eat, can't decide if they're coming to the event or not, can't decide if they're doing court, can't figure out nothing. Indecision is hidden as logic, but I'm going to tell you what it really is. Indecision is hidden fear. Okay, rejections are data. Indecision is hidden fear. High earners, top earners, leaders, millionaires, multimillionaires, multi-million-dollar earners, we deliberate fast. Figure it out. Make a mistake, cool. At least now I know. Low earners deliberate endlessly because of indecision, which is hidden fear disguised as logic. Can I afford this? Does this need to be in the budget? This, that, and the third. All of that is hidden fear, discomfortably disguised as logic. Fast decision making, when you make a decision and you do it, that signals confidence. And confidence is what your recruits or prospects or team need from you. They don't need perfection. That's impossible. They need confidence. They need you to be sure what you're doing. They need confidence, whatever it is, okay? Even if you're making a mistake, be confident because you can always make the mistake. All right, won't do that again, and go back another direction. But indecision, they never make the decision anyway. And when they do, it's so wishy-washy. It's been so long, nobody cares. Like we saw you go back and forth about that simple decision, bro. Like we saw that. You're not a leader, not on our level. You may be a leader in your household. You're not on our level of leadership. Okay. Now Kevin Guest. A lot of people never heard of Kevin, but Kevin built massively in network marketing before he started his own company somewhere, right? In network marketing. A lot of times you make a lot of money in network marketing, and that's not the end for you, unless you really, really enjoy what you do. Like me, I love doing this, so I continue to do it because it doesn't feel like work. This is what I'd be doing anyway. But Kevin's breakthrough wasn't luck. It was ownership identity. When he was a distributor, he wasn't making a lot of money. His identity shifted. He stopped acting like a distributor. He started acting like an owner, and his network marketing blew up. Okay. He made 8 figures. All right. His ownership posture changed the income trajectory when he was a rep. And after he made 8 figures, I think it was like 20 million, he went and started his own network marketing company. I don't know the name of it, but he did start it and they're doing really good from what I understand. So my point is, it's the identity that shifted from participant to the president. Like, you think you're a distributor, if you got a card that says independent distributor, or you like Coach Seymour, he's the CEO of TGB Enterprises. That's his identity. So of course he's going to make a bunch of money. Of course he's going to have BMWs. Of course he's going to write books. Of course he's going to be speaking at events. Why? Because his identity says owner, founder, CEO. That's his identity. I don't think I've ever heard Coach Seymour use the words, I'm a rep or a distributor, ever. He's proud of the brand, loves the products, one of the biggest product fans I've ever met, ever. The only person I think got more black seed oil on tap is probably Coach Seymour, right? He might have me beat. My point is this, his identity, for all of you who know him, it is CEO. It is not distributor. Some of you have not shifted your mindset to owner yet. Like, yeah, Paula is the owner of Green Organics LLC, and that's a company that Coach Seymour's business, TGB Enterprises, is in partnership with. Okay, with my LLC, Southern Summit Consulting, I'm in participation in a partnership with Green Organics LLC. Okay, I don't view myself as I'm a rep, I'm a distributor. No, I'm a creative. I create anything my mind can conceive, I create, including billion-dollar businesses. That's really the way I look at it, and I run it. I call the shots. I take the losses when they come, and I take the wins when they come too. It's part about being a boss. See, Jessica, JNT Legacy, there it is. Get it done. That is the mindset shift. If you don't have no other mindset shift tonight, other than you don't have to even have an LLC yet. You can live. For a lot of y'all, I don't even recommend LLCs until you're at $10,000 a month. It just defeats the purpose of spending money when you're not making enough money, just to be it. Yeah, because Marcus already knows. Because Marcus, he knows. He has his own, that's what he does. That's his thing. You got to understand. Before the LLCs, before the paperwork and all that type of stuff, there is a mindset shift that goes from distributor to owner, president, CEO, head cook, like whatever. Understand this. There is a lot of responsibility and work that come with that. Some of you deep down know that, and that's why you haven't made the identity shift yet, from distributor to owner to president to CEO of your own thing. Okay? You don't even have to hype it up yet. What you have to do is, in your head, you have to make that identity shift and conduct yourself as such. The day that you start doing that, things that are not in your visible area will start happening that will benefit you the next week, the next month, this year. When you have the identity shift, you start conducting yourself like that, day one. The second it happens, there are things that are going to happen outside your visual field, miles away, states away, sometimes countries away. Things that start moving and shaking, wheels start spinning, pieces start turning, that will eventually all come to you to give you exactly what you focused on having, guaranteed, never fails, every single time. And the fun part is, we don't know how it happens, but it happens, okay? Now, when you sit, now, here's the last thing I'll tell you, we'll wrap this up. Who you spend time around, who you sit around, who you stand around, who you walk around, who you attend events with, who you talk to, determines who you will become. Okay? Most reps, not all, but most, I can tell you because I see who attends events. Most reps try to win from small environments. I can only name maybe 3 or 4 people who do not go to events, who make any type of income at all with this company. And that's only because they got lightning in the bottle. Well, what is lightning in the bottle? Lightning as a bottle is when you, years ago, accidentally, this is several people, at least not several, 3, maybe 4 tops. You start Facebook groups or you go viral on TikTok, back when TikTok was having everybody go viral, and you built such a following. It's not that you're that good. It's that with 200,000 or 300,000 people, you're going to get 100 sales a month. That you're going to get that. You won't build a team. You won't help anybody make any money. There's no legacy attached to it, but you will make $100,000 a year guaranteed by just having lightning in the bottle and getting lucky a couple of years ago. I love that that happens in this industry because it could never happen anywhere else. Here's my point. I like that no more. For those of you who think that you can literally never expand your network and never be around successful people, and you can just kind of be around them online, let me just be around them online an hour a week, and maybe that'll rub off on me. If that was the case, it would rub off on everyone. And we know it doesn't work that way because most people don't win. 70% of people, in fact, die broke. So we know it doesn't work that way. Just because I saw Grant Cardone on YouTube on a Zoom doesn't mean I'm about to make Grant Cardone money. It doesn't work that way. He had a 10X conference with people who wanted to go there in person and really change their identity and change their energetic signature. I'm the type of person who go, and I wasn't always like this. I'm the type of person who will spend thousands of dollars to go in a room for 1, 2, 3 days with millionaires and billionaires and be the smallest fish in the room. And I will come back out of that event with skills that I did not even know existed. Just kind of what it is, right? That's kind of how it works. Who you sit around determines who you become. You just got to get over it. It's okay. And quick point too, there were some people who already had purchased tickets before we said that, the event was not going to be aired online. So we got to honor that. And they still want to attend. They're like, man, I physically cannot go. I'm like, all right, we will have it online. So we still will allow the event online so we can attend online. But the live sessions, if you've ever been there, the live sessions are going to be a lot of magic for everybody. All right, who were there in person, but okay. But it's still going to be good, great training. As always, there's nothing else in the industry like it. Okay. Most reps are still trying to win from small environments. That's totally okay. Big earners are going to place themselves in big rooms with big people. There's no shortcut, but that's a shortcut. If there was one, that would be it. You put yourself in the environment with those people, you become more like those people. You can't avoid it. All right. I'm not going to go in depth about that. Now, Mark Yarnell, who passed away, rest in peace, Mark. I wish he would have been on our products, but he was guru coaching and just wasn't into the health and wellness products at the time. But Mark Yarnell became one of the youngest people to ever earn $10 million in network marketing. And at the time he made 20 million, he was still one of the youngest people to ever make $20 million in network marketing. He might be the youngest person who ever made $20 million in network marketing. I'm not sure. He didn't just work hard. He studied psychology. He studied belief, he studied influence, and the way he upgraded his identity was not by making the CEO shift from distributor to CEO or becoming more visible or being a leader, right? Or becoming a professional. He changed his through environment. He simply made sure that he was going to be at every event his company ever offered at Nu Skin, every single event, and he was going to sit in the front, no matter what it cost. He was going to be right next to whatever top earners he could be around. And he blew up his business through environment. Okay? His income followed his expansion. And that's just how it works. All right? I like to use all of those tools. Every type of skill we talked about, I like to use those skills because I know they work. I know they work. I'm living proof that they work. Okay? Now, none of these people got lucky. None of them. They upgraded their self-image. They invested in themselves. They increased visibility tolerance. They neutralized rejection. They accelerated decisions, made decisions quick and stuck with it. They selected powerful environments. Either they're going to go to the environment or they're going to pay enough money to have the environment come to them. That's an option. A lot of people can't afford that, but they have the option come to them. Okay. That's identity engineering. You engineer your new identity. Now, yes, for anybody who is listening to powerful hypnosis audios, you're doing that every day on a subconscious level. I know I do. But even if you don't do that, you can upgrade your self-image on your own for free 99. You can increase your visibility tolerance for free 99. You can neutralize rejection for free 99. You can accelerate decisions for free 99, even if the decisions you make cost you because you purchase things to invest in yourself. And you can select powerful environments, maybe not for free 99, but it's always a lot cheaper than what you think because we don't care about how much it costs. We care about how much it can make us. That's what we care about, okay? That's called identity engineering. It is not motivation, has nothing to do with motivation, has nothing to do with recruiting more people. Everything I just talked about will allow you to have more motivation. It will help you recruit more people. You'll make boatloads more money. But you can control all of those things. It's just you may not be choosing to do that. I don't know why you wouldn't after tonight. Okay. Now, if you could accelerate identity engineering instead of fighting your subconscious like a lot of us have to do for years and years and years, that is what the Dallas event is going to be. The Dallas event is going to be not just motivation, it is going to be deep identity reprogramming. Okay. Just to give y'all a heads up, we will have 3 for anybody who attends the Dallas event live for $50 if we have tickets left. I feel like we do, and it's weird because we shouldn't, but we do. At the Dallas event, there will be wealth identity installation, rejection immunity conditioning, leadership presence programming. That's not going to be, that's the training stuff that you'll have. It's going to be amazing for you, for your leadership, getting over fear, and really understanding how the money works with these companies, and you should. But on top of that, you are going to have mental conditioning, high-speed hypnosis programs, the same type used by top performers, millionaires, billionaires, some of which I can't name, several professional athletes who I found out were going to be at this same event coming up that I'm going to next week, that they do these same audios that you're going to have access to just for attending Dallas in person for $50, which is crazy. And it's going to be life-changing for you. Again, if you've already purchased the Path to Power audios, they're like $1,000. That not from me, from the company that makes those. There's a coupon. The coupon expires at the end of the month. That drops the price down to $500. Best value in the history of personal development and growth ever. For anybody who's bought those with the team, they're amazing. Like because you listen to them every day. And you heard them in Vegas one time. You heard them in Vegas one time. Now you have them all to yourself. And it's my confident belief you'll make more than that this month. Anyway. However, if you have never heard those before, just for attending Dallas, $50, ticket to Dallas, you will be able to have those in a safe, dark, relaxed environment, the same way we all did the first time, and you'll be able to recreate one of the most amazing personal development experiences of your life. And everybody who attended Vegas, you'll get them again for the second time, which is amazing. For those of you who already have those and who purchased your own copies, as a lot of us have, we are going to have 5, not 1, but 5 bonus audios for you at different times and dates. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I'll mention again as we get closer to the event. But the value for the audios is $1,500. I have my personal set. You don't need your personal set unless you want them for you. You can wait till August, and if you already have Path to Power for $500, you get the 1,500 ones free. Other people, you will not be allowed in the room during those audios. That is only for people who currently have those 3, because they are going to be way ready for something next level and beyond it, because they're mastering the 3 right now. When those were recorded live, those 5 audios that we give for $1,500 or free if you already have the 500 ones, when they were recorded live, it was 5 different sessions, and it was $84,000 per session to attend live. That's what it was, $84,000. Okay. So we got the links there. We sent that there to you. If you don't have the emails, message me directly on Facebook, and I will send you the email with all the information about the Path to Power audios in there. Again, not for everybody, only for people who are ready to take their personal development and growth to the next level very, very quickly. That's the only people that's for. Don't stress about it. Do not break the bank about it. All right. Okay, I would, but that's just me. Never mind. All right. But that being said, Dallas is going to be amazing. And I'm going to be at another event next month that I'm super, super excited about. And I'll tell you about that after the fact. You don't have to, this is what we do as leaders. Let me say this. We tell you to not stretch yourself because we don't want to stress you out. Yep. I'll send you the email, Sean. Just message me on Facebook. Yep. Because the coupon code is with the email too. Because it's only for our team. I told them, hey man, yeah, we want this, but we ain't trying to do that. All right. We tell you, and I would always tell people, and this is just a vulnerable confession. When people say, Will, man, I really don't have the money to the event, man. Should I get my ticket and just trust God that I'm gonna go? Man, I gotta save, scrimp, stuff around the house need fixed. For years, I would tell people, don't go, bro. Just get it online. Don't go, man. Save your little money. Just save your money, bro. Do what you gotta do. Don't worry about coming in person. Going online will be just as good. I stopped doing that like a year and a half, 2 years ago, because I saw that I was hurting people. And if I ever told you that, I'll pause it. If I ever told you to not sacrifice and do whatever you got to do to A, get to an event, or B, invest in yourself in any capacity, book, CD, audio, whatever. Oh, side note, Coach Seymour's book came in yesterday. I haven't started reading it yet, but I just got it. Super, super excited about that. Cannot wait to read it. I don't know why mine came in late. I guess it's probably going to sell out because apparently everybody and mama want Coach Seymour's book because there was like a lull, and then mine came. Everybody else already had theirs. It was crazy. So get them while you can. Get them while you can, and bring your Coach Seymour books and Coach Marcus books and Derek Jamar books to Dallas. Because Coach Seymour, you autographing mine, big dog. You autographing mine. I can't wait. You autographing mine, bro. All right. But I would tell people, do not stress yourself. Do not worry about it. It's okay. You can go to the next one. And the problem is, after watching that type of behavior on my part for 10 years, I was projecting my subconscious fears about the way my life used to be onto other people. Not realizing that when I was really ready to change my life, especially network marketing, I spent everything in my 401k to go to event. I liquidate everything. Penalties, nobody cares. Give me all the money, all my retirement. Everything was spent. Events, books, audios, DVDs, everything. I was spending everything I had on everything. Why? Because I was going all in. I'm the same type of person today. I have never spent $10,000 on an event ever until 2026, right? To go to an event. Just one ticket for me. You see what I'm saying? But so I was telling people, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Don't do what I used to do. And that's not right for me to tell you that. So you still got to make your own decision. Do what's best for you and your family, but do not let the old version of me sugarcoat you into thinking that Belinda Smith, message me on Facebook, Belinda, and I'll send you the email. No worries. So my point is, do not let me convince, or the version of me I used to be, convince you into short selling yourself and not doing the things that I know are required to get to the next level to make millions of dollars as fast as possible. I've made millions of dollars. I'd be a not good individual if I told you to not do the same things and the same level of sacrifices that I used to do to get to that level. And now it's just a bigger level of sacrifice because I know how much money this stuff makes. And I know if I spend it, that's my sign to God that I have faith that I know it's coming back tenfold. That's how this stuff really works. So I apologize to anybody, whoever tried to short sell you, just trying to make you feel comfortable. Like, no, don't worry about getting that book or that DVD or going to that event or getting that plane ticket or doing anything. I apologize. That is a lie from the pit. It doesn't work that way at all. And for some of you, it's probably why you've been in a pretty much the same position for 4 years or 5 years with no major explosion in growth. Do as I do, not as I say. Best advice I got. All right. That being said, see y'all in Dallas. Can't wait. Thank you, Coach Marcus, for dropping the links in the chat. Get your tickets. Be there in person. Kick the door down. It's going to be the most amazing event we ever had. I guarantee it. Why? Because I'm committed to taking everything from a level here to here because it's what you deserve. And now that I've been to events that cost $5,000, when I'm at other events coming up that cost $10,000, I see that it's totally different ways to run events at a certain level, even though you're only paying $50. I'm just committed to make it happen, and it's gonna cost a lot for me, but I don't care because I'm gonna be making $100,000 a week by the end of this year. I don't even care. That's where my mind's going. $100,000 a week. That's where I'm at. Okay. So let's end this with this. There are two versions of you 6 months from now. There are two versions of you 6 months from now. Version one. Still learning, still watching, still planning, still negotiating comfort. Version two, conditioned, trained, decisive, expanding, leading, okay, committed, all in. Both versions are possible. Only one version requires discomfort. That's version two. Only one version requires an investment. That's version two. Only one version requires stepping into the room or investing in yourself to go to the next level so that you know you deserve to be in the room on stage. And let me be clear. The identity shifts do not happen casually. You don't casually become a doctor. You have to make a decision. You gotta take the application, take the MCAT test, apply to colleges, pay application fees. You have to do those things. Okay? That's decisions to become a doctor. Identity upgrades do not happen casually. They happen intentionally. Gina, okay, Gina, there are two versions of you 6 months from now. Version 1 is still learning, still watching, still planning, still saving, still negotiating comfort, still trying to figure it out, man, still trying to decide. And then there's version 2, conditioned, trained, decisive, expanding, leading, winning. Both versions are possible. Only one version requires discomfort. Okay. And that's got to happen intentionally. This is not about information. In 2026, this is about acceleration. If you're serious about expansion, Dallas is not optional. It's just not. Years ago, I would have told you that it was. Not because I've ever missed your event. I've never missed an event. I've driven 24 hours cross country in a 15-passenger van with 13 people to an event and slept in a $50 motel room in New Mexico with 7 dudes. I cannot tell you that something works if it's what I've always done. So no, it's not optional, and I'm sorry, it's not. I wish it was, it's not. Your ceilings that limit you do not break from wishing, they break from immersion. And for those who are ready to stop negotiating with their potential, I will see you in Dallas, and we'll be talking about these audios before that because I want to share notes with people. Whoever's got the audios already, I want us to just have a call so we can talk about it because they're amazing. All right. So that being said, I'll see you in Dallas. Lord, we finished on time. That's amazing. Thank you, Coach Marcus. Thank you, Miriam, and to all our coaches, Coach Charlotte, Coach Seymour, Coach Sonic, and everybody else. I love you so much. I appreciate y'all. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, March the 15th. I believe that's a Sunday. Coach Charlotte Whitaker has more details on that. And I will also be in Dallas, Texas at some point shortly thereafter. I think it's in April. If we want to put something together in Dallas, let's do it. If not, that's okay. I'm going to be in Dallas just hanging out. All right. But that being said, I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all. And we'll see y'all tomorrow on a testimonial call at 7 p.m. Central. And for people who want the links and emails to the audios with the 50% discount coupon, message me immediately on Facebook. I will send that to you now before I get distracted and forget, because that coupon expires at the end of the month. All right. We'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much.